Arsenal kicks off the 2025-26 campaign with a fiery showdown at Old Trafford. With 90 wins from 244 matches against Manchester United, the Gunners will be hoping to better their 1-1 stalemate recorded last season at the Theatre of Dreams. Will Arteta's side start with a bang, or Amorim's boys will put a dint in the Gunners' season aspirations? Arsenal welcomes Leeds United to the Emirates for their first home game of the season. The Gunners will be banking on their attacking prowess, having dominated recent fixtures against the newly promoted side. Expect a lively atmosphere in North London. It's a trip to Anfield next for Arsenal. Historically a tough ground, the Gunners seek redemption after their 7-goal humiliation 2 seasons ago. With recent acquisitions and a title to defend, Mikel Arteta will be hoping to create the path for visiting teams to run away with a win from Anfield. Could this be Arsenal's moment to silence the "you never walk alone" stance? Arsenal will be hoping to have all 12 points by the end of match day 4 when they face Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. The Gunners will look to assert dominance over a side they've routinely outclassed at home. Forest's defensive lapses could be heavily punished by Arsenal's fluid front line. It is the battle of the second and third place of last season when Arsenal faces the rejuvenated Manchester City at the Emirates. Pep Guardiola will be hoping his boys will overcome the 5-1 humiliating scoreline they recorded on their last trip to the Emirates. It's always tactical warfare between Arteta and his mentor Guardiola. With 8 yellow cards and a narrow 1-0 defeat the last time at the St James Park, courtesy an Alexander Isak beautiful solo move, the Gunners will unleash all their guns in order to end the Toon Army dominance. Arsenal will be hoping to cement their spot in the top 4 or even at the summit of the league at the end of 90 minutes. It is match day 7 and it's a London derby at the Emirates. Arsenal lock horns with West Ham United, a side they've traditionally had the upper hand over, but the Hammers are no pushovers. This will be a true test of Arsenal's title ambitions. From one ham to another ham, Arsenal will travel to the Craven Cottage for another derby. This time, the Gunners will have strategized to steal the win following last season's 1-1 draw. Luckily, by this time, Arteta's new acquisitions will be familiar with the intensity of the English Premier League. Match week 9 and Arsenal takes on another Londoner. This time, it is Crystal Palace who would be hoping to steal the show at the Emirates. Arsenal's form at home against the Eagles has been solid, but Palace's counter-attacks have caused them problems before. Once again, the resilience of Arsenal will be tested, having narrowly surrendered to a 2-2 draw last season. This is just midway of the first half of the season and Turf Moor will be buzzing when Arsenal travel to take on Burnley. The newly promoted side last home defeat of 5-0 was recorded in the 2023-24 season. In the Premier League era, Turf Moor will welcome Arsenal for the 10th time with 3 draws as their best results. It is another newly entrants who will host Arsenal, reigniting a historic rivalry as Sunderland take on the Gunners at the Stadium of Light. With 16 away matches, 8 wins and 5 draws, Arsenal will be in prime position to inflict another defeat on the Black Cats. Back at home, it is the North London derby day against Tottenham, and with 4 wins and 1 draw in their last 5 matches, Arsenal will be hoping to continue in this stride of dominance. This fixture hasn't in recent times produced more than 4 goals, however, expect drama and goals with bragging rights on the line. From one derby to another, this time, Stamford Bridge will host the capital clash as Arsenal visits Chelsea. The last time Chelsea recorded a win was in the 2018-19 season, and since then, Arsenal have clinched the bragging right with 3 wins. Definitely, a lot is at stake when these two clubs face off. Fly like a bee, sting like a butterfly will surely be on Arsenal's mind when they travel back to North London to take on Brentford at the Emirates. Arsenal has stunned the Bees in recent games, with the recent result being a 3-1 win over Brentford away from home. This fixture has always tilted in favour of Arsenal, and this is expected to go on with the exit of Thomas Frank to Tottenham. With a total record of 30 home matches in the Premier League era against Arsenal, the villains succumbed to 15 defeats and managed 9 draws. This isn't the case in recent times, as Arsenal secured 3 wins from 6 matches since 2019-20 season. Trossard and the embattled Ghanaian midfielder, Partey, were on the score sheet to seal a 2-0 win last season. In a fixture Arsenal has traditionally dominated, Wolverhampton Wanderers hopefully will not be found wandering when they travel to the city to take on Arsenal at the Emirates. The only time Wolves secured a win in this fixture was in the 2020-21 season. Arsenal since then has turned its home ground into a fortress, securing 4 wins on the drop, with the heaviest within the period being a 5-0 win in the 2022-23 season. Arsenal will head to Everton's new stomping ground, Hill Dickinson Stadium, located at Bramley Moor Dock. The ever-present side in the league will not have the benefit of their former home ground, Merseyside, but definitely a new chapter for another story to be rewritten. Everton have won 3 of their last 5 matches with 1 draw. Arsenal holds a slim margin of win against Brighton and Hove Albion, playing 16 times in the league. The Gunners managed 3 wins and 2 draws from 8 home matches against the Seagulls. Havertz's goal was cancelled out last season by a left-footed strike from João Pedro. Arsenal closes 2025 with a rematch against Aston Villa, this time at home. This crucial fixture will cushion the Gunners and determine their end-of-season fate. Hopefully, should Aston Villa succumb to the first leg, the Gunners will be counting on the home support to stretch their win margins over the villains.